pure and utter domination. The AFC East champions, guys. The AFC East champions continues to reign, and that is exactly what we did today. We dominated the New England Patriots 47-17 in the playoffs. This was by far one of the best performances I have ever seen the Buffalo Bills play, especially in this stage, in this environment where we had questions. I thought that this was going to be a gritty, tough game. I think a lot of fans can agree that this was going to be a tough, gritty game. We were going to play in cold weather conditions. We all knew that New England was going to try to salvage to run the football and really control the clock. Right, for the most part, we didn't know how Josh Allen was going to play. Like, let's be honest here. We did not know how Josh Allen was going to play. He had a rough kind of, couple of weeks, 3 weeks ever since that Patriots game. And we thought that this was going to be a tough, gritty game where we had to rely on Josh Allen in the fourth quarter to pull this thing out. That's what we all thought that this was going to be. But no, this was pure and utter domination. Josh Allen had one of the best performances, if not the best performance of his career. Devin Singletary got involved in the game. I told you guys, when Devin Singletary gets more than 14 carries, when he gets more than 14 carries, the Bills win. The Bills win when he gets more than 14 carries in a game. I think they only lost one time this year. We had more than 14 carries. They win every single time when he gets more than 14 carries. So we had a balance in the running department. Josh Allen had 60-something yards literally in the first half. We saw that he was a viable asset in the running department. But the physicality of this offensive line, I got to give this offensive line credit, right? I've become a huge critic when it comes to the offensive line, but we got to give them credit today. They were dominant. They were physical. I don't even think we allowed a sack today. In the run department, we were moving them back 2-3 yards down the field almost every single run. And then, of course, with Josh Allen's ability to run the football, especially when we ran the ball outside with the quarterback sweeps, it was just pure and utter domination, guys. Pure and utter domination. My goodness gracious. Bates, Deion Dawkins, Tommy Brown, Mitch Morse, right? The rest of those guys up there. Darrell Williams. It was just utter domination, right? I think Feliciano played today. I'm not too sure, but I think Feliciano was able to play today. So we're getting healthier every single week. Our defense held their own. They did not let New England, because the last couple games we played against New England, they had over 140 yards. They averaged over at least 140 yards a game. Oh, not today. Not today. We dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Our linebackers came to play. I thought that our secondary was outstanding. Micah Hyde proving once again why he should have been a Pro Bowl. But hey, we'll take All-Pro stats. We got 2 All-Pro safeties for a reason. I kept saying that we have the best safety tandem in the National Football League, and I think today we kind of proved it. I think we proved it. Listen, we all knew Mac Jones was not going to beat us throughout the air. The only chance that New England was going to win this game was if they ran the football. If they ran the football, it kind of opens up the passing attack a little bit. But the only way for them to win this game was to run the football, control the clock, and rely on their defense, and hope that the Buffalo Bills beat themselves. Right? That's what's got to happen. And it could have happened, right? We've seen at times all year round where we kind of beat ourselves up, right? Offensively, we really couldn't really execute. We'd shoot ourselves in the foot of missed opportunities. Defensively, we can try to hold as much as we can, but at the end of the day, for the most part, we had to rely a lot on Josh Allen being the hero and then relying on our defense to keep us in the game, right? Brian Daboll's inconsistency, play calling, which again, he's a phenomenal offensive coordinator, but he's got kind of this, he can be stubborn at times. Like, he just has this kind of like this persona that kind of just comes out, and it just kind of just ruins everything for us, right? There's times where, again, Josh Allen doesn't need to be the hero. You simply just need to simplify things. And Daboll kind of just makes it way harder than I think that actually is. That's always been my criticism for Brian Daboll. But speaking of Brian Daboll, guys, let's give him credit. Again, no one has been more hard on Brian Daboll than me, because like I said, I've been with him since Bama. I've seen him since Bama. Like I said, I'm a fan of the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted Brian Daboll out of Alabama. He came to Buffalo, and I'm like, damn it, I have to stick with him for God knows how many years. But I have got to give Brian Daboll credit today. This was one of the best games I have ever seen Brian Daboll coach. He was on it from the first quarter all the way to the fourth quarter. In this game, in this environment, we created explosive plays, not only in the passing attack, but in the run department. We used the jet sweeps. We used the quarterback sweeps out the other side. We rarely used the quarterback. I think we used like maybe one time we had the quarterback draw. We ran the football with Singletary more than 15, 16 times, creating a balance and not really putting on the pressure for Josh Allen. It was actually simplified, very simplified today. We didn't put it all on Josh Allen's shoulders. Again, everyone came to play. Leslie Frazier coached his ass off on the defensive side of the ball. Our defensive line played one of their best performances against a very physical and a really good offensive line that the New England Patriots have. We put the pressure on Mac Jones. But most importantly, we let Mac Jones throw the football. That is what's going to have to take. As soon as we up by 14 points, it was catch up. The Patriots had to play catch up, and again, unfortunately for me, again, you know, I wish Mac Jones was on another team because, like I said, Mac Jones, that's my boy. You know, he got me a national championship. But when you're with the Patriots, man, I'm sorry, Mac Jones, but you got to go down, brother. And that's the nice way of putting it. You got to go down. But we made Mac Jones throw the football. But one of the best games I have seen the Buffalo Bills play. This was the only game, the only Bills game I can remember in my lifetime, 23 years of being a Bills fan, that I did not yell. Not a single time throughout this game. I was in my bed. I was chilling. I was contemplating on going to the game, but I'm not going to lie to you. I can't sit through 6-7 degree weather. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. But I was sitting in my bed. I was cozy. Had like 2-3 blankets on. And I'm just sitting there chilling, watching with, eating my snacks, drinking my drinks. I'm just relaxing. I was relaxed the entire game. And that is rare. So like I said, when Buffalo does that, that's how you know I'm cool, man. Blood pressure is low, and we can live to see another day. But the Buffalo Bills, phenomenal performance. Great by Brian Daboll. Great by Leslie Frazier. Great, all cylinders. One of the best Buffalo Bill games and moments that we have ever had over the last 20-something years. And I am proud of the Buffalo Bills. Proud to be a Bills fan. But now we got some unfinished business. Pittsburgh, Kansas City, we all know the job's not finished. Job's not finished, like Kobe Bryant said. Job's not finished. We got the Steelers of Kansas City. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm hoping Pittsburgh wins so that we can have the home field advantage for the divisional round. But otherwise, if Kansas City wins that game, we're going to have to go all the way back to Arrowhead. It's going to be a much tougher, much competitive game. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, congratulations to all Bills Mafia, Bills fans. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy it for the next 2 to 3 days. And then we got to go back to focusing on the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Kansas City Chiefs. But anyway, guys, Jet Sports, a.k.a. Jet 716. And I will catch you guys in the next reaction. Peace. Go Bills.